Welcome. This is an overview of products within BPOS. Products are accessed within BPOS via the product list. On the left-hand side, open up the maintenance menu and then select product list. This is the main way of accessing the products within BPOS. You'll see this list looks very similar to the operator list. Across the top is a toolbar very similar to the toolbar that we found in the operator list. We can exit the list, we can print this list or export the list. We can save the current list as a report, hide the headers, and we see now we can do a product search. We'll look at this later. We can add a product and edit a product. Below all this, down the left-hand side, we have a list of all the product groups. And on the right, we have a list of all the products that are within that highlighted product group on the left. Above the product groups, you see we have a selection between full tree, list only, and hide list. Once again, this is the same as what we saw in the operator list. We were introduced to groups within BPOS in the previous video called Groups and Operators Overview. Now that we're looking at the product list, let's look a bit closer at the groups and how we can use them when we're in the product list. You will see, as we look down the list of product groups, it is structured in what we would call a tree structure. In fact, it is called the product tree. If I move the mouse into there, you can see that underneath the base product group, we have a group called beverages, and then under that we have any number of subgroups. Each subgroup, in turn, can have any number of subgroups underneath it. If I highlight the beverages group, on the right-hand side, it'll show me the groups that are within the beverage group. These are also highlighted in grey, indicating to me that these are not products, but groups. Once I click on the beer group, then on the right-hand side, the groups within that group are also displayed. As I scroll down the list, you can see that under the food, I have the same sort of tree structure. And as I highlight any group on the left, the contents of that group is displayed on the right. Here, these are products on the right, they are not highlighted in grey. Now, what I can do on the left, rather than display the product tree as a tree, I can then select list only. What this will do is give me one flat list of all the bottom level groups within the tree. This is purely a matter of preference as to how you wish to view the groups of the products. The last option is hide list, where we say we do not want to see the groups at all. Simply give me a long list of every product within the system. If I scroll down on the right hand side, you can see I have one long list of every single product. Okay, let's go back to the full tree, and as we said before, as we highlight groups on the left, the products within those groups will appear on the right. If, however, the group on the left that I highlight has groups within it, as we saw before, on the right, it'll show me the subgroups and they'll be highlighted in grey. At this point, if I wish to see all the products underneath this master group of Watershed beverages, I can use the subproducts flag at the top of the screen. When I turn this on, it will now show me all the products below that master group on the left-hand side. Turning it off, I'll go back to only the subgroups. Also, when groups are displayed on the right-hand side, highlighted grey, by double-clicking on the group, we'll simply highlight that group on the left and then show me the products within that group. Now I have products highlighted on the right-hand side. If I double-click any of these, it will take me to the edit screen for the product. We will be looking at this edit screen in another video in this series. If I click on the cancel key, I will now return to the product list. One more option that I have in the product list is to show inactive products. If I go to the packaged cordial group, you'll see that currently there are 5 products in this group. As time goes on, you'll find there'll be products that you wish not to be selling anymore, in which case you would think to delete them. In BPOS, we do not delete products, we simply make them inactive. This means that they will always be available for any future reporting that you may need. When we make a product inactive, it will then not show in the list. To show these inactive products in the list, we turn on the inactive flag up the top right hand corner. When we turn this on, you'll see that any products that have previously been made inactive will now show in the list in the colour red. Additionally, on the left, you'll see that there have been groups that have been made inactive, and they now also are being shown. If I double click on any of these inactive products, the system will show me the product, it will show me it's inactive, and the whole screen will be in red to prompt me that this is made inactive. Okay, now turning our attention to the actual list of products, you'll see that there are numerous columns currently being displayed. Currently we have volume, quantity on hand, cost on hand, and date time last sale. I can determine which columns are being shown by using the View drop-down. Up here, if I click on this, you'll see that there are numerous views already in the system. I can select another view, price number 1, and you'll see that the columns have now changed to the preset columns that are in that view. I can have any number of views configured, and I can create my own views. This makes the system very flexible in showing you exactly what you wish to see. The View button enables me to go into the views and add views, edit the views, and delete the views. If I edit a view very quickly, you'll see that what we have is quite a number of columns available to me on the left that I can scroll through, and then the columns that I'm actually showing in this view are on the right. There is a video in this series that details how to create views and how to modify a view to be exactly as you wish to see. These views are what are printed. To the right of this, there is a filter button. This is very powerful and can filter out to show only the products that you wish to see. Once again, there is a video in this series that covers the use of filters. Lastly on this screen, we turn our attention to the Store selector. You see up the top left-hand corner, there is a drop-down called Store. If I click on this, it will show me all the stores that are in my system currently. As I highlight and select each store, on the right, the columns will then show the information for that store. In this case, I'm looking at price 1 and the gross margins. So for each product in the list, it is showing the prices and the costs for that store. If I go to another view, which shows me the on hand, you'll see now I'm seeing the on hand for the selected store. If I select other stores, I can then see directly the information for those stores. Also, once I double click on a product, the first store that is highlighted down the left-hand corner is the store that was selected in the previous screen. We will look at this a bit further when we're looking at the product edit screen. Earlier, we saw the option for product search. This gives us the ability to find a product anywhere in the product list based on product name, long name, the product number, or the barcode. All I simply need to do is type in part or all of the product name, and the system will then show me all the products that match that search criteria. You'll see here that I have a number of products being returned to me. You'll see it also includes the inactive products. From here, all I simply need to do is either double click on the product, and it will take me to that product within the product list. You'll see that the product is highlighted and the group is highlighted. Alternatively, when I'm in the product search and I have my products recalled, I can then simply highlight the product and go straight to Edit Product, and it will bring up the product edit screen for me. The product search is covered in other videos in this series, and it is a tool that you will find is very useful when you're utilizing products within BPOS. This has been an overview of products and accessing products via the product list. Other videos in this series will cover creating new products and editing all the information about a product.